so it's really whatever. And the ramp, can we color the ramp? Let's set. And let's try to upgrade the ship, maybe. Mm. Uh, Ship generator. Install a new engine. Maybe. Possible. Okay. Reactor. Okay. Weapons. What's the best one you got? What's that? Okay.
You were able to land it, so I'm sure whatever's broken can be fixed.
I'm sure it can. Alright.
Guess where? New Atlantis' first line of defense.
Damn. Shit looking clean, I'll tell you that. It's looking clean. You better not fuck that shit up. Oh wait, I'm coming back in it.
How are you easing into things, Andreja? Is our mutual acquaintance helping with the transition to this new way of life for you?
Yes, I.
Alright, report mission. Progress UC vigilance. Okay. Roger that.
The most difficult part
Oh
has
my
been
gosh, we're going fast as fuck.
what you perceive as the more insignificant customs.
Interesting. So Chaz?
Let me think. Oh, yes. Here's a
Like it
particularly
loud,
strange one. After a person
I'm bored.
sneezes, someone invariably.
That is a shame. I would like to have
Captain
understood
Cheddar,
the
it
specific
is.
etymology.
Pleasant to see you.
Howdy. I bet operations on the key are a clown show.
It's good to have you back. What can I do for you?
Oh, prisoners are sent directly to prison. I have evidence for you.
Excellent. Let me have it, and I'll upload it to our database.
Notice in the warden's office at the lock on Roth.
I'll be damned. So some of the UC guards at the lock helped touch off the riots. Everyone thought he was some kind of legendary criminal mastermind, but even the great Jasper Cricks needed a helping hand to get out of prison. Any other fragments?
Please don't prepare for
It's
yourself.
amazing that all this romantic nonsense about Crix's legacy really just amounts to a rumor Jasper Crix picked up in jail. It just goes to show you how a tiny rumor can snowball into a full-blown fairy tale. Find anything else?
All I have for now.
Fine, fine. I know there's more out there, so keep on it. We'll be here if you need us.
Uh,
Back. So how did it go?
Successfully infiltrated the Crimson Fleet, but I'm having second thoughts. I successfully infiltrated the Crimson Fleet. I'm confident this plan is gonna work. Why are you surprised to see me?
Frankly, it's because we've never gotten this far before. The last agent I sent to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet ended up in a morgue on New Atlantis.
Oh. Oh, you've been monitoring me.
Even with our best intelligence equipment, we can monitor very little from the vigilance. We can pick up local communications chatter and use long-range
You said it
scans
as if
to
it was
see
no
where
problem
you
when I
travel.
left.
But when you're on the ground, you're on your own. If we get too close, we not only expose ourselves to an attack, but we might blow your cover, and that could get everyone killed.
Oh. Never mind. They destroyed and I went out. I successfully infiltrated the Crimson Fleet. I'm confident this plan is gonna work.
Then things are moving forward. Perfect.
Nice job, Rook.
I was certain we'd fool Delgado, but never. She's a sharp one. Overcoming her scrutiny is no small matter. Did you discover anything worth reporting yet?
How do you know you're beautiful? Delgado. Delgado, are you sure this is safe to pass? I pass you this information.
I understand your concern, but you can rest assured that every member of this crew has been thoroughly vetted by both myself and Lieutenant Toft. Any information that you turn over will not be leaving this ship until it's fully encrypted and encoded. I give you my word.
How do you know you're beautiful, Delgado?
If the intelligence I've read is accurate, Delgado is a charismatic leader, but a bit short on judgment. That's why you want to stay on his good side, and stay away from Neva. She's shrewd, and she's sniffed out everything we've thrown her way.
Delgado was searching for a Galbank ship named Legacy that was carrying some type of lost origin.
Legacy. Why does that sound familiar? Wait a moment. Are you telling me Delgado may have actually located Crix's legacy?
I have never heard of such a thing.
I'm surprised. I thought this was one of those tales that made it to every corner of the settled systems.
I suppose it's possible, sir.
And Drager, you were
Intelligence
there.
picked up a bit of chatter on that subject recently. We assumed it was some sort of tall tale or a story to attract recruits to their cause.
Sure or not, Delgado believes it's real. I believe it's real.
Well, we can solve that little mystery in about 10 seconds. Let me see what we have here. Nope. There are no records of a Galbank transport named the Legacy in the database. I think Delgado's trying to manipulate you. What do you think, sir?
I think there's no record because Galbank is hiding something. Delgado's no fool. If he risked his own neck to get that information, then he must be on to something. We have to take this seriously. What's your next move?
You know Godato's with us at the lock?
That one's simple. We monitored your ships heading down to the surface of Suvorov. In fact, when he returned to the key and you didn't immediately follow, well, we almost thought our operation was terminated.
Why did you think Galbank was hiding something?
Can you imagine the amount of embarrassment Galbank would have to endure if they listed a lost transport in the ship registry? Doesn't matter if that ship went down 5 or 500 years ago. If news gets out that a bank has misplaced money, it would tank their value.
Yeah, it would. Was aboard a Starliner to steal Galbank archives credentials.
Delgado. Very clever. If I were in your place, I'd be trying to do the exact same thing. We can't let Delgado get his hands on what could potentially turn out to be the largest haul of credits the Crimson Fleet's ever seen.
Maybe I should head out to New Atlantis, sir. I could press the Galbank execs for information. Get ahead of everything.
No. Let's allow this to run its course. We have our agent here feeding us information. I think that's good enough for now. There's more to this than just finding the location of the transport. Jasper Cricks was clever. For some reason, he never got there.
I know Jasper's never found a legacy.
Because the Crimson Fleet would be a totally different adversary, and Cricks wouldn't have disappeared years ago. Even if they hid the money with that damn human computer Shinya Voss, our forensic accounting people would have found that data. No. The Crimson Fleet are in dire shape right now. They haven't seen that much currency, well, ever.
Did I put us up by killing Delgado?
And let Neva Mora take his place. Or Shinya Voss. Or any one of a number of pirates already gunning for his position. No. The solution is to stick to the undercover operation and determine how much of this is truly a credible threat.
Okay.
It's imperative that you do. If the Crimson Fleet gets its hands on a transport full of currency, it would be disastrous for the settled systems. I need you to do whatever you can to bring us more information. And for God's sake, don't kill anyone on that Starliner. You're both dismissed.
Uh-oh. Don't kill anybody on a Starliner. Know what that means.
Do what Commander Ikande says, and you'll go far.
We're fucked. Double agent, yeah, that's me. Oh my god, it's definitely me.
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
So, what were y'all talking about?
What can I help you with?
What are you talking about? Miss can't take a joke. Oh, god damn. Can't pop no jokes around that girl. Done.
We're free and clear for flight.
Our boost speed was shortened. We do go fast. Alright, let's jump. Fuel consumption. gosh.
The territory, I suppose. Care to share your troubles?
I am concerned with how the rest of Constellation perceives my presence, regardless of how I present myself. I feel as though they're looking at
Solid
me
doggy
as a
job
joke
there.
rather
Nice
than
work.
a friendship.
Honestly, I think you're being a bit paranoid. Everyone I've spoken to has nothing but complimentary things to say about you.
If that is truly the case, why do I often find myself excluded from other members' activities and gatherings?
Having someone from House Varun among us is a new experience. I'm certain they're unsure if you even wish to be approached at all.
Captain Kevin, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle.
I thought you were just gonna talk about. I'm fucking tired. Shh. Credits. Free credits.
I suppose that is ours now. Okay?
Alright, here we go. Yeah, bro.
About time you showed up. All right, I want to know what's going on. I've been trying to get Delgado's attention for, I don't know, 3 years now. And what do I get? Nothing but radio silence. Then out of nowhere, just when Neva and I are closing in on a huge score of our own, Delgado orders me to help you out.
What? No from tour of the ship?
Oh, sure, sure. First a tour, followed by a formal dinner at the captain's table. Let's get one thing straight. You're here for business, not for a vacation, so let's start by talking about Delgado's sudden olive branch.
What about Delgado's order if you're not in the Crimson Fleet?
Because the only way to achieve a win is by agreeing to play the game in the first place. Worst case scenario, I don't make the fleet, but I end up a couple thousand credits richer. That's almost a win-win, don't you think?
Yeah. I said I'd be on selling. Be happy to. Without us including you at all.
Happy? Oh, I'm thrilled. Still, this leaves me with a lot of unknowns, and in our line of work, unknowns get you killed. So Neva's message said you were here for Dombrowski. Was that all she sent you here to do? Or was there something else you were sent here to steal?
Yeah. I've asked you to steal the Earth Savior Award.
Oh, really? Did she now? I can't believe she's trying to cut me out of this deal. Without me, the award never would have ended up here in the first place.
Oh, shit. Oh, I didn't even know. I thought he knew about it. What was the original plan you didn't know
I
about?
spent months manipulating the Terran Preservation Society to hosting their gala affair aboard the Siren of the Stars. I had to arrange the event to make sure that the award was aboard the ship.
Oh, I thought
Neva
I thought
said
he
she'd
knew
do
about
the
it.
rest.
Oh, never mind.
When
My
I got a
bad.
message about Dombrowski, I assumed she'd be tagging along to steal the award. But looks like she sent you in her place.
Oh, how you're also not getting back into the fleet.
She told you to hold that over my head, did she? Oh, that witch. Fine, I'll help. But you're doing all the legwork, and I'm still taking my cut of the payout.
Taking my
Anyway,
cut
we'll
too.
get to that later. First, we have a much bigger fish to fry. So why are you targeting a Gall Bank exec anyway? Not exactly your average Crimson Fleet prey. Why the interest?
What do you consider normal prey?
Merchant vessels, transport, supply convoys, mining settlements, you get the picture. But taking on a megacorp, that's a really big deal. Something the Crimson Fleet stayed away from.
Got a bobblehead by a guy.
Sounds to me like Delgado's either getting desperate, or this is leading to an even bigger score down the road.
I trust you enough to sense information yet. Guy wants Dombrovsky's down his credentials. What you want? What information you're getting?
Oh, I see. We're playing this game now. Fine, fine. Well, you might as well turn around and hop back aboard your ship because you're not getting near Dombrovsky without my help.
It would seem we have little choice in the matter. We should hear him out.
Sure, the fleet can slide some credits your way. Obviously, you have something specific in mind.
Well, well. It appears we have a mind reader here. You're absolutely right. I don't want money. I want back into the Crimson Fleet. It's as simple as that.
Okay. You're in a position to make demands right now. Just do as you're told. I'm put a word for Delgado, but it's up to him to pull the trigger. You think I did bid, you promise something like that. Get into brussery and you're back in the fleet. I can put a word for Delgado, but it's up to him to pull the trigger.
That's a disturbing way to put it. But I suppose that's the best offer I'm gonna get, so I'll take it. Dombrovsky's a full-timer aboard the Siren of the Stars. Probably spends more time cruising the space lanes than actually working. Fortunately, the Siren is hosting the Terran Preservation Society charity gala. Larry won't be able to resist showing off his VIP clout. To get what you need, you're gonna have to attend the gala, talk to his fellow philanthropists, and dig up some dirt.
Oh no. Is shooting everyone an option? Alternately shooting ourselves to avoid it?
You think you can tell me what got the
The
gala?
event's a complete sham. Bunch of rich snobs getting together and throwing a party for themselves. These people couldn't give a damn about Terran preservation or any other charity for that matter.
Say full-timer. Come on, man.
Someone with enough disposable income to afford a permanent six-figure cabin aboard one of
never mind.
Triton's finest space liners. Consider it similar to owning a luxury mobile vacation home. Plaything for the wealthy, you get the gist.
My dinner jacket. I didn't bring my dinner jacket.
Well, lucky for you, it's not black tie, so you'll be fine.
Okay.
This card will allow you to access the Starview ballroom. If you need my help, I'll be relaxing in one of the upper-level lounges.
I got you, my guy.
Head inside and mingle with the crowd. No one likes Dombrovsky, so they'll be more than happy to share his dirty secrets.
For that. Won't mingle well as long as there's free booze. Free secrets I'm talking
He's
about.
a VIP executive, which means he either worked really, really hard using blood, sweat, and
Or
tears
he was
to
sucking
make the
dick to
arduous
get to the
climb to the
top.
top. Or he backstabbed, lied, cheated, and betrayed his way up the corporate ladder. From what I've heard, it's the second option.
As long as there's free booze.
Now you're speaking my language. Oh, there's one last thing. Trident equips
I hate niggas that
all
be
of their
sucking,
Starliners with the
sucking
latest
hella dick
acoustic
on
threat
to the
detection.
top, bro. That shit is so fucking lame, bro.
Meaning that you lose patience and kill
People-
anyone aboard the
Some
ship.
people just be
Security
dick
will be
riding, bro.
alerted, and all hell will
Dicky,
break loose.
so bad.
Anyway, I suppose that's enough to get you started. Good luck.
Over the location of the S Award. Kill Larry Dombrovsky. Can't kill nobody, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Why can't I just kill and cut off his body?
You seriously need to ask. Okay, I'll give you 2 reasons. First, Gold Bank protects their own. Kill Dombrovsky, and they send Ecliptic after every Crimson Fleet ship they can find. Not something Delgado wants, I suspect. And second, you offer Gal Bank employee in every single Gal Bank facility in the settled systems will triple their security. I'm gonna guess that won't help with whatever your plans are regarding Galbag, now will it?
Yo, the Eusebio Award?
As long as you remember that I'm getting paid my cut, I'll help you with anything you want. What's the status of your plan?
Uh, I've just gotten started.
Okay, then let me point you to the person in charge of the award. Her name's Sheila Holbrook, and you can probably find her in the Starfield ballroom. I'd press her to reveal where the award's hidden, and we can go from there.
Press her.
And if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on
press
poor
her.
Miss Holbrook, remember that any gunfire is gonna set off the ship's alarms.
To do with their Preservation Society.
They claim their goal is to celebrate the soul of the Earth, the culture, the people, and the ideals of the past. In their minds, Earth is now dead, which is why they feel that preservation of its remaining aspects is so important. In reality, this is what happens when folks with far too much time and far too much money get together to make themselves feel like they're contributing to society. Oh, and while you're at the gala, avoid the canapes. They're frozen, not fresh.
Oh.
There's nothing quite like the view from the Starview ballroom. It's breathtaking.
Don't mind me in my space.
You're a guest of Captain Rokov, right? Welcome aboard.
Captain Rokov is one of the most easygoing COs I've ever worked under. In fact, he doesn't act much like a captain at all.
This is one of Trident's top-of-the-line vessels.
Alright, you can't take nothing here. Nothing. Shh. Listen.
Trident must have spent a fortune equipping this ship with triple redundancy in almost every internal system.
If there's an upstairs.
Captain Rokov said you're allowed in any of the crew-specific areas. Just don't touch anything, please.
Oh, I know.
These newer vessels more or less run autonomously.
Between you and me, the best part of my job is getting a crack at all of the leftovers from the dining area buffets.
Oh, I can tell.
Every day that I wake up in my bunk, I count my blessings to have been posted to a ship like this.
Alright, well, I guess we do go through that door.
A Starfield has
Mochi multi-pad.
I'm sorry, but unless you're reporting a security situation, I need to get back to my duties.
Is something amiss?
I wasn't trying to talk to you.
Goodbye.
Please remember to obey all posted safety and mustering instructions.
So, what brings you aboard?
Sheila Holbrook.
Any complaints about your crews should be directed to one of the staff.
Guest rooms. Man, it's dead.
A sharp contrast from the crew quarters, is it not?
Due to an unfortunate accident, we're halting our spacewalk experience for an undetermined amount of time.
If you wish to have a drink at any of our lounges.
Alright. I'd be lying if I said I've seen better, but I've seen better in real life, so. But, you know, it does look good though.
Don't forget to keep your Starview pass handy at all times, or you won't have access to the ballroom.
Jilla.
Is this important? I don't have a lot of time for
It
idle
is
nonsense.
important.
Yes, I'm extremely busy preparing for the award ceremony, so this better be important. Probably in a few days. I don't want the award transfer to actually
few
occur until we're
days.
safely in orbit at our destination. Of course, if I keep getting interrupted, the ceremony might never take place at all.
It's in a few days. You don't drive the ship, bitch. You give it out. Isn't it aboard the hold aboard a
Not
starliner?
at all. I was assured that this particular ship was outfitted with the absolute latest in cutting-edge security. I am completely confident that Trident Luxury Lines will keep all of us safe. Yes, I am. Actually, I've been entrusted with the transfer of the award for the last 7 of its 9 years. Why do you ask?
Has the award ever been stolen?
During my tenure? Oh, certainly not. There was an unfortunate incident where my predecessor attempted to sell the award to the highest bidder, but that was quickly resolved. Needless to say, they'll be spending the rest of their life in a UC prison.
Best me notice, give me some about in the cabin. We're gonna find out who this year's winner is going to be.
Forget it. I refuse to have a repeat of last year's fiasco, where the name leaked early and started a common brawl. The winner's name is safely sealed away with the award itself, inside the master safe located at the purser's office. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much more important things on my agenda than to speak to the likes of you.
It's optional, but I think if I remember, we're not supposed to do anything.
The ship's purser can assist you with anything.
We're not supposed to do anything extra.
Quite a lovely starliner.
So I'm just gonna stick with the main mission.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
The society chair has really outdone herself this time.
Nope, here for business or pleasure.
You know anything about Larry Dombrowski?
Let's put it this way. He's screwed over so many people. If he suddenly disappeared from the universe, I don't think anyone would miss him.
You know anything about Larry Dombrowski?
I've already told you everything I know about him.
You know anything about Larry
Could we
Dombrowski?
talk about something else?
You know anything about Larry Dombrowski?
No. And why the heck are you so interested in him anyway?
You know anything about
Besides
Larry
what I
Dombrowski?
already told you?
Your information about regarding your Savior Award. Ren Preservation Society.
Not much, other than the fact that they host these wonderfully entertaining gala events every month.
Alright, Data.
Nice to have met you. That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it? Sorry, I'm busy. Maybe we'll talk another time.
What about you?
Have you tried the canopies?
Anything about Larry
Forward.
Dombrowski?
I don't know why Larry's attending this event. He could care less about any planet, let alone the Earth.
All right.
Enjoy the rest of the event.
Are you a member of the Society?
I certainly hope they decide to
Oh, what's
hold
good?
all future Society events aboard a Starliner.
It's good, Noel.
The Society chair has really outdone herself this time.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
You know anything about Larry Dombrowski?
The considerable amounts of cash that Dombrowski donates is the only reason we allow him to attend Society functions. That's all then? Okay.
Here for business?
Anything about Larry Dombrowski?
Dombrowski is married to some poor woman that he constantly leaves behind in New Atlantis when he goes on his business trips.
Okay.
Don't forget to donate to the cause.
Oh, thanks.
Have you tried the canapes? Horrid. Positively horrid. Hello. Are you a member of the Society? I certainly hope they decide to hold
Know anything about Larry
future
Dombrowski?
Society events. I heard he uses Galbank's VIP suite on the Siren of the Stars almost monthly. Does the man ever do any real work? Well, that was boring. Quite a lovely Starliner. Nothing but the best for the Society, eh? That view
Know
is
anything about Larry
absolutely
Dombrowski?
spectacular. He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning. I'm certain his wife doesn't know a thing about it.
Speak
That's all then?
of Claudia.
Okay.
An open bar would have been nice, but I'll try it.
And she is...
If you have any specific requests,
I guess sweet.
Sorry, do I know you?
No, you don't. You don't know me. There's no friendly chat between two people.
Okay, wait, are you seriously... are you trying to pick me up? Look, I appreciate the compliment, but I'm
That wasn't a
already
compliment.
seeing someone, and my partner doesn't like competition. He gets very jealous.
Partner have you be Larry Dombrowski.
Who? Look, can you just cut to the chase already? What's this about?
I gotta let them know about your affair with Dombrowski. Maybe I should talk to Larry Dombrowski's wife and
His wife? Oh, for the love of God. I told Larry to keep his big mouth shut, but did he listen? No. He had to impress his friends and treat me like a trophy. Look, I've been in this business for a long time, and I know how this game works, so let's skip all the banter and get it over with. What's it gonna take to make us both happy?
all I need is something incriminating on Dombrowski. I wouldn't part with your Galbank credentials.
You're not very bright, are you? I'm a grade C3 exec at Galbank. That means my credentials get me into two places, the front door and the ladies' room. If that's all you really want, you're certainly welcome to them.
All I need is something incriminating on Dombrowski.
If I give you dirt on that son of a bitch Dombrowski, all I'm doing is endangering myself. Why would I do that?
I'll find information one way or another, so you might as well. Dombrowski isn't worth expecting. Stay smart, you can still come out. You're cut. Just wait wants that information.
What the hell? Dombrowski has us mixed up with the Crimson Fleet?
Yes, he does. Information because it's the right thing to do. Information one about as well, but
That's true. You have come this far already. All right, you've made your point. You know, this whole thing really pisses me off. Larry and I had the perfect scheme worth thousands of credits all worked out, and then he goes and flushes the whole thing down the toilet.
I do not understand. Your anger is focused on Mr. Dombrowski, but clearly the failure of this plan rests on you as well.
If you had to work near him day in and day out, I think you'd understand. He's a disgusting pig, plain and simple.
Angry at Dombrowski didn't expect it. How many credits are we talking about?
I'm not gonna tell you. Let's just say that I'd be sent to prison for a long time if Galbank figured it out.
You hate the guy so much, why are you defending him at
I
the
didn't
moment?
know who the hell you were. For all I knew, you were working for Dombrowski. It's called playing it cool. You should try it sometime.
You think you were playing it cool at all? You think that was playing it cool? You're angry at Dombrowski than expected.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. Larry got together with myself and this other guy, Gabriel Vera.
Oh, I was just talking to him.
He's some bigwig over at UC Security. I doctored the transactions, Larry wiped them off the system, and Vera kept the legal pressure off of us. We were scamming Galbank for months.
Oh, so
it was going well
three of you
until
were
I
in it.
discovered Larry was cheating everyone by changing each transaction in his favor before deleting them.
Think he was using you?
Oh, I know he was using me. At the same time, he was saying how much he loved me. He was stringing me along and stabbing me in the back.
Why didn't you confront him?
I was going to confront him back on Jemison, but then he invited me on this little trip through the stars. All expenses paid, first-class accommodations, the works. I figured, why not wait until I've milked him for every credit he's spending before I drop the hammer?
Why you worry this whole thing? Why aren't you worried I blow the whole whistle on this whole thing?
You won't do that. You're here because you've got some kind of side hustle in the works. If you wanted to blow the whistle, you would have boarded this ship with the authorities.
For revenge, give me proof I can use it against
I
him.
wish I had some. Maybe you should try talking to Gabriel Vera. He should be around here somewhere. If he doesn't want to cooperate, just mention my name. That should grab his attention. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Was Dombrowski and Vera's contribution to the Galbank scheme? What exactly going on between you and Dombrowski?
What do you think is going on? I'm using that gullible idiot to get what I
mean,
let's get one thing straight. Larry Dombrowski.
Honestly, I'm not here to judge. I think he's manipulating Dombrowski. Honestly, I don't blame you one bit.
Saints seem few and far between these days.
Dombrowski is a piece of human garbage. He'd stab you in the back for table scraps, then stab you again to steal dessert. The plan's always been to milk the guy for everything he's worth, and then leave him in the dust. Not bad for a lowly Galbank worker drone, right? I hope you hurt Dombrowski. Nail his ass right to the wall.
Heard that. Partner.
Glad to have you aboard.
The fuck are you? Sup?
Welcome to the purser's office. I'm Chief Have a safe journey.
Oh, wait. What is this? Oh, I don't care about that. I don't think we're supposed to do that. You stole the Earth Savior Award?
Remain in designated passenger areas at all times.
Oh! We need a moment to walk that off. Quite an event they're throwing today, don't you think?
Hello. You here for the charity event?
For a second, I thought you were playing fucking Beethoven, but that would be copyright, right? Often attend honest and worthy causes.
Oh, absolutely. I'm a firm believer that attending these types of events tends to absolve one of their sins and cleanse their soul. But something tells me you're not really here to discuss the event. What did you really want to talk about?
Or interested in what's going on at Bank.
Oh, I'm afraid that's a bit outside my wheelhouse. I work for UC Security, so I don't think I could be of much help. I have nothing to do with Galbank.
What do you for UC Security?
You mean specifically? Oh, I work for the Corporate Fraud Division. We monitor all of the major megacorp financials and transactions to ensure that nothing improper occurs. You're
Thanks
asking
for
a lot
telling
of
me.
strange questions. What exactly do you want?
What exactly brings you aboard the Siren
To
of
be
Stars?
honest, I'm here to keep an eye on the charity event. It might not be as glamorous an assignment as a colony rescue or taking down some criminals, but anything that keeps the peace is important to me. What is this all about, anyway?
That doesn't make sense. How are you keeping the peace when you don't even work for front lines? You don't even work the front lines to keep peace. You work at a fucking bank, bitch.
Claudia sent you, did she? Look, friend, I don't know if you're just a little drunk,
Chose a
maybe
job
touch crazy,
that has nothing to
or
do
both.
with the front lines.
Whatever you think you know about me, you're dead wrong. So back off.
We both know exactly who you are.
Back off or what?
Don't test me. You have no idea how high up the chain I am with UC Security.
Bro, please.
Not only can I make you disappear, I can also make sure the settled systems forget you existed in the first place.
Oh, really? You don't sound very worried about Claudia calling you out. You don't have the evidence to already have over to the authorities.
Just in case you weren't aware, I am the authorities.
Yeah, so am I, bitch.
Anything you try to report will boil down to your word against mine.
Really?
And since I work for UC Security, who do you think people will believe?
Really?
I told you to stay out of my way. I meant it.
Really? How come I couldn't just say, oh, I'm with UC Def? How come I didn't say I was with UC Def? Like, what are we doing? What's up, bro?
I saw your little exchange with Vera. Keep that up and I guarantee that imbecile's gonna demand that you be arrested.
Does he guys have authority to keep me arrested?
Oh, absolutely. He's up the ladder at UC Security. Lots of pull. We have to handle this very delicately.
Oh fuck, yeah, we can't blow a cover. Yeah, cause I forgot he's still here watching everything. He's involved in the development scheme with the Broski and Swiss.
Which is why he's threatening you. That makes sense. We need hard evidence of their scheme. But it's gonna be tricky. The problem is he's not gonna talk to you in public. We need to get Vera isolated so he'll spill everything he knows.
Why shouldn't his kill Vera be done with it? We wait until he returns to his cabin and falls
Maybe.
asleep.
But if something goes wrong and he's able to raise an alarm, we're sunk. With all of these wealthy patrons aboard, the ship is crawling with security.
Shipwide emergency might do the trick.
Smart. If there's an emergency, standard practice is for all passengers to clear the decks and report to their cabins for lockdown. I think the best chance we have would be to tamper with the life support sensors. Manipulate a few controls, and you can fool the monitoring system into thinking there's a life support failure. And there you have your emergency.
Well, this should be a risk without life support. I don't care about that. No, let's just ask
This
it.
is one of Trident's premier starliners. That means it has the best of everything, including a triple redundancy life support system. they installed a backup for the backup. Luckily for us, it will still trip an emergency and everyone will have to return to their quarters until I sound the all clear. Which I won't.
I guess I'll do whatever it takes to get it
Your
done.
lack of commitment does not exactly fill me with confidence. Are you sure this is a good idea?
Don't worry. It'll be as easy as it was mingling with the guests at the party. Just throw a few lousy switches and you're done. One more thing. If Chief Engineer Sundin gives you any trouble, tell him I'll erase that gambling debt he owes me. I prefer you use that as a last resort, but hey, what's the harm in losing a few credits when I'm on the brink of rejoining the fleet, right? Anyway, I better start packing. Things are getting hot around here, and won't be long before Trident figures out you had help.
Already started. How does this lockdown work?
All passengers are instructed to immediately. Fortunately for us, all of the passenger cabin doors will automatically unlock. This is normally to ensure the crew can check cabins quickly and without interference. But in our case, it's like having an all-access pass.
You have a lowdown on Gabriel Vera?
On the surface, he's an upstanding citizen of the United Colonies, pretty high up in UC security. Lots of clout with masks.
Yeah, clout.
Underneath, he's a greedy piece of garbage. Given the chance, he'd backstab you for a cred stick and pin the murder on someone else. Come to think of it, if he wasn't such a petty tyrant, he'd probably thrive with the Crimson Fleet. Don't you have somewhere to be?
What you want?
I have been thinking about what we talked about before. The idea of purpose in one's life.
Yeah.
You told me that fun was important. I assumed you were joking and dismissed it out of hand. But, having thought about it, I wonder now if you were right. Or at least, if I were too quick to reject the idea. I have been single-minded in my pursuits. I have always believed the decisions I made were necessary, that there was no other option. I have sacrificed much to be where I am now.
Okay.
And I'm starting to wonder if it has been worth it.
Mm-hmm. If you got you here, then it was right. Doesn't matter, there's no way to change the past. The only one who can answer that. If you got you here, it was right. You have those, just don't let them paralyze you. You can have doubts, just don't let them paralyze you.
Doubts have never been something I would consider. I have told you that I am not one to discuss my past. And yet,
You don't have to talk about anything you don't want to.
thank you. I appreciate the reassurance, but I would like to try. I promised to provide for my family. That meant working with smugglers to procure supplies we could not acquire any other way. I have spent my adult life away from my home, jumping from one planet to the next, living in dangerous conditions, often surrounded by violence.
I believe your family will put you through that. It's really taking a toll on you.
It certainly influenced the way I see the universe. I was convinced from the beginning that it was unwise to let anyone get too close. I had, maybe not quite friends, but people I cared about. Yet there was always a distance I could not reach across. I often find other people complicated and confusing. It seemed easier to not become attached, especially when circumstances meant I might never see them again, with no warning.
Are paying much attention to who else is around. We're social creatures. Life is better when we're surrounded by others. Life is better when we're surrounded by others.
Until now, I have disagreed strongly with that idea. But therein lies my concern. What I am trying to say is that I now wonder whether it has been the right decision to distance myself from others.
As baggage is how you feel like the matters. Keep things bottled up. Make an idea. I'm here for you. Need me. I got you.
I appreciate that more than you know.
Alright, bet. Alright. Take a leap of faith.
Was quite a leap.
Damn, you went down them steps fast. Went down them steps fast. Boo, go. Alright. It's good, Adrian.
Of Captain Brokaw, right?
Alright, let's switch on these motherfuckers. It's good, bro.
This is well maintained, to be sure,
up.
but obviously the credits have all been spent on the areas the guests
Wait a
actually
second.
see.
You're Captain Rocco's guest, right? Didn't expect to see you down here. Sorry to give you trouble. What can I do for you?
I don't know his shit.
Yeah, a little. A few of the techs call this deck the dungeon. I think you can see why. Not exactly Starliner class comfort down here. Don't get me wrong. The quiet gives me time to gather my thoughts, catch up on work, and all that, but I'd rather work on the bridge.
Alright, I really need to get into life support area.
Oh, sorry, that area's off limits. No exceptions.
I'm the captain's guest, but you can't let me to the room. Oh, it's only 1,000
If
credits.
you're set on it, who am I to stop you from staring at a bunch of life support machinery? Tell you what, I'm just going to step out for a bit and stretch my legs. Maybe you can hold this for me while I'm away?
Speaking of Captain Rokoff.
Honestly, he's a seasoned ship captain. He told me he was a long hauler for years, and the experience shows. Only thing is, he's always talking about trade deals and plans for get-rich-quick schemes. It's all the guy ever thinks about. Why he decided to be a Starliner captain, I'll never know. It's almost like he craves being around money. Tell you what, though, for someone that loves credit so much, he sure doesn't mind gambling them when we play cards. Whatever you do, don't break anything, or I'll be out of a job.
Alright. Emergency. Life support access, you know what I'm saying? Approval shot chief engineer on the act on procedures. I mean, like, placing immediately effect. All fighters are calmly. Okay, we already know that. Okay. Reset switch. Reset switch.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Alright, here we go. Damn, cleared out. Cleared the fuck out.
Much nicer in here now. Plenty of room.
What are you thinking about? Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Plenty of room. You know what I'm saying? Way better when there's not a shit ton of people. when there's nobody there.
There's no cause for alarm. I'm sure this is just a minor malfunction or a drill. Our security team would appreciate if you please shelter in your cabin during this emergency.
We gotta go downstairs. Excuse me,
All
sir.
passengers are being asked to return to their cabins at this time.
Oh.
If the rest of this ship is any indication, I am.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency.
Come on.
Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive
What's up, my
further
boy?
instructions.
What's up, my boy? It's good.
I was wondering if you were the cause of the ship-wide emergency. It's time you stop playing games and tell me why you're here.
How do you know I was responsible for the emergency?
Doesn't take a genius to deduce you're the one that's responsible. I locked onto you from the moment you entered the ballroom, and I've watched you trying to clock Dombrowski. After we spoke, I had a feeling you'd pull a stunt like this.
Dombrowski has something that the Crimson Fleet wants.
You're working for Ikande's little anti-pirating outfit? So what? I have nothing to do with the Crimson Fleet. And even if I suddenly decided to stay loyal to the old UC, why would I possibly want to incriminate myself?
Oh, fuck. Where's the autosave at? 347? Not that far. That game just crashed. Oh. Second game crash. It's all good. I don't know, depending on what I'm doing tomorrow, I'm probably gonna be playing a show all day, so. Just depending on what I'm doing tomorrow, so we'll see. Finish it for a hot minute. That's it. Alright. I thought the UC death thing would hit him, but I guess that would have made a lot more sense. Alright. What's good, my boy? Go hop in here, Andrew. Close this door. My boy, let's go. Got something to talk about.
I was wondering if you were the cause of the ship-wide emergency. It's time you...
Dombrowski has something that the Crimson Fleet wants.
I always took him for a fool. But I can't believe he's stupid enough to have gotten mixed up with the Crimson Fleet. Still, why would I possibly want to incriminate myself by handing over any evidence?
You already have evidence prepared?
Don't act so surprised. You didn't really think I'd make a deal with Claudio Dombrowski without having a little insurance policy of my own, did you? Huh? If I've learned anything in my years at the Corporate Fraud Division, It's always have an exit strategy.
Rusty's been playing you and Claudia the entire time. Claudia says you cheated out the fair share of the gal being drugged by Dombrowski.
I don't know where you got that information from, but it lines up with all the troubles I've been having getting my cut from that asshole. That means my money's already gone. And Dombrowski's going to walk away with a fortune.
Yes, sir.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't want to end up on the Crimson Fleet's shit list. But if I give you that information and it falls into the wrong hands, I'll end up in jail. This is a lose-lose situation for me.
Why did Dombrowski handle all the numbers in the first place? Let's see what happens if I choose UC Def. I'm not trying to spend any more credits.
I was wondering if you were the cause of this ship. It's time you stop. You're working for Ikande's little anti-pirate. And even if I suddenly decide... I don't know where you got that info. That means my money's up. I'd love to see the bastard fry. But if I give you that information...
Bro, what?
At least I walk away with something. Here, with this slate and this recording to tie it all together, you'll be able to nail his ass to the wall. He'll do whatever you want. Just remember that you promised to leave me out of it.
Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and
I thought I joined the Crimson
until you
Fleet.
receive further
Wait a moment. Are you telling me that this scheme is getting so out of hand, it also involves the Crimson Fleet? That's all I need right now. Enemies on two fronts. Just because I'm helping you nail Dombrowski doesn't mean I'm turning my back on UC security. How else am I going to ensure that he ends up behind bars when all this comes crashing down? No. You can leave me out of your merry little band of pirates. Thank you very much. You better
Alright.
tell Dombrowski to run, because if you don't kill him, I will.
Damn. Confront Larry Dombrowski. Yoki.
This ship is in a state of emergency. Please return to your cabin immediately.
I don't think I'm gonna be doing that. Sup, Larry Dombrowski. A few words.
Well, well. You must be the one who's been accosting Claudia and Gabriel.
How do you know?
I'm uncertain what you hope to accomplish here, but it appears we should rapidly enter into some sort of negotiation.
How do you know I was involved?
You don't actually believe that I'd venture into such precarious criminal territory without a proper bird's-eye view of the situation, do you? I'm uncertain why you've become entangled in this spider's web, but this situation demands swift and resolute action.
And remain there until you receive further instructions.
Oh, let's
Excellent.
negotiate.
Excellent. So, first, it's clear that you've obtained insider knowledge of my arrangement to defraud Galbank. The means and the method, perhaps, but not the motive. And second, I'm going to hypothesize that my compatriots are despondent regarding their share and have assisted you with this endeavor. Since we're speaking and I'm not at the reporting end of a bullet, This leads me to conclude that you desire something personal from me.
Yes. No, I need to get at the source and understand what you're saying.
Forgive me. Sometimes I forget that I have to fraternize with people below my intellect. In blunt terms, you have compromising materials about me in your possession. The only thing I have to offer in return are my Galbank credentials. I assume that's what you've been angling for all along?
Will there be much more of this? My head is starting to hurt.
I'm surprised that you figured that out.
All passengers.
That's all I want.
May I have your
Splendid.
attention, please?
It appears we've reached an accord. Wait, I'm sorry. Let me simplify that for you. It sounds like we have a deal. Oh, of course, I trust you'll understand if I ask for us to avoid any further contact. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to formulate how I'm going to utterly ruin two very annoying business associates. Good day.
And you're gonna die. Hey, bro. All I'm gonna say is, I hope you have a good life, because you're about to die. Not by me. Not by me, though.
Siren of the Stars is now in emergency status.
There's no cause for alarm. I'm sure this is just a minor malfunction.
Well, looks like everything worked out. Just like we planned.
I know without your help, I'm the one that took all the risks. I know without your help.
I'm glad you feel that way. Just remember to tell Delgado how much I pitched in to help. You know,
I got
I'm still
you, bro. I
wondering
got you.
exactly
I got you.
what you needed those credentials for. You feel like telling me, partner?
You haven't figured it out on your own?
I usually have a nose for these things, but in your case, it's a mystery. Very frustrating. Whatever the case may be, it's apparently worth risking your life over. That's telling me it involves a lot of money. That also means I want in.
All passengers.
I want to tell you,
May
that
I
God would
have
kill you
your
if I
attention,
did.
please? The captain has declared a ship.
So he told you to keep it from me. I see. I wouldn't want you to risk your position with the fleet like I did, so I'll just leave it alone. Anyway, I suppose there's nothing stopping me from rejoining the fleet now. It's been a long time coming. I owe you one, Doverlich.
Call me Toverich?
Don't worry, it's not an insult. It's a very old Russian word for comrade. It's what I intend to call you from now on, so get used to it.
Don't worry about it.
Nonsense. If there's one universal constant you can depend on, it's that Yevgeny Rokov always makes good on his deals. Always. Well, I suppose this is where we part company. Hopefully the next time we meet, we'll be aboard the Key.
Roger that. See the new Atlantis.
If the rest of this ship is any indication, I imagine there is an incredible amount of wealth stored in there right now.
I'm gonna lie, fuck Nuevos. Score.
All passengers are being asked to return to their
Shut your
cabins
ass
at
up.
this time. Our security team would appreciate if you please shelter in your
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Our security team would appreciate if you please shelter in
Laundry. Way was. Oh wait, it's not this way. Cause I remember. Wait, is it? Oh, it's.
This ship is in a state of emergency. Please return to your
Alright, let's go through the ballroom.
Oh! Need a moment to walk that off?
Nah, we good. Bro, what?
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins.
Can't bash out from this location. I don't know how to get the fuck out of here, to be real. I forgot the way I came from. Was it this way? It was this way, okay.
Who the hell shut down the lights? Chief Sentman is going to
Oh, this is a room. Cockpits. Damn, I just went all the way backwards. My bad.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Alright. We out of here. Out of that fucking maze.
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
Atlantis, it is.
Undocking complete, Captain.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Of course the United Colonies is paying close attention. Heaven forbid something escaped their notice.
Alright, man. This one I'm gonna save it for today. It is 4:07 in the morning, man. I gotta go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what the day holds for me. But yep, I'll see y'all motherfuckers later. W stream. It's been about 3 hours. Could have been more, but you know, I had to take care of some shit. No, as always. Out. There's no way inside the stream, but you know, whoever's watching, you know, goes. Yeah, y'all.